Hey guys, Pepper Nurse 1 here. Want to do a quick video. It's let me give you the forecast here anyway. It's 6 degrees outside. We've had some light snow all day, and I'll show you that in a second when I go outside. But I wanted to do a quick video. I saw the news today of what was going on out in the Midwest, and you know, there's been a lot of talk of call to arms, and you know, now they're occupying a federal building. And you know, and I had a couple people ask me where I stand on that. And here's my thing, okay? I'm not a big fan of the government. I think anybody that's watched my videos will know that. But there's no way I advocate rising up and trying to, you know, start occupying buildings and stuff like that. All you guys, anybody that does that, all they're asking for is trouble. And I'll tell you what, I mean, the last thing I want to do is be in some kind of FEMA or a concentration camp for dissidents or troublemakers. You know, you're going to have your radical group of people. Hello.
Hi.
You're going to have your radical group of people that are going to cause problems. Are you going to sit down with me?
Yeah.
Okay. And, you know, it doesn't do any good. I mean, my big thing, and if anybody's, like I said, if you've been a long-time viewer of my channel, you'll know I'm a big advocate of you prepare for the worst and you hope for the best. I don't have a lot of faith in what's going on in this country, and I think any number of things can cause a spark to ignite really, really bad things. Eddie, no, leave it alone, please. Thank you. I just messed with the fire. It's fine.
Okay.
So, you know, rising up and occupying a federal building, you're asking for problems. I mean, you know, I guess from what I've heard, I mean, and it's all hearsay from what I've heard, because I didn't see anything on the news, because obviously I don't have television, so I hear everything secondhand or through the internet. But it was like, I guess, 150 people peacefully occupying the building, but they are armed, and they said they're not going to be removed, so unless it's by force. So, you know, that's asking for trouble. And so, to me, it doesn't do any good. It's not going to do any good. It's not going to lead to any good. All it's going to do is bring...
Is it going to lead to more problems?
Yes, it's going to lead to more problems, because all it's going to do is paint a bad light of people that are wanting to be independent.
And off-grid.
And off-grid. It makes people like us look like we're crazy, which we're not crazy. We just don't want to be caught up in the rat race anymore. I mean, why is it crazy to want to have less bills, to be more independent, not be tied in and having a monthly bill like a gas and electric bill? Why is that crazy? I don't see how that's crazy. I mean, like right now, like I said, it's 6 degrees outside. We are absolutely comfortable inside here. Actually, I'm too warm because I got long john underwear and a t-shirt over the top of it, because we were in and out earlier. We had gone and done some run around. Eddie and I had done earlier, right?
Right, and I got a metric ton of candy.
A metric ton of candy? Yes, he did, because he spent some of his Christmas money, and he spent it wisely on candy. But anyway,
living the high life.
Living the high life, exactly. But I have the wood stove going, and we have it damped all the way down. And, you know, it's very comfortable in here. And so, place is insulated really, really well. You know, now that we have the ceiling done, it makes things much more better, you know, a lot better. It's more buttoned up. I got to go around and put the plug covers on everything. I mean, there's so many things to do. I'll show you. Well, anyway, so I wanted to real quickly, getting back on the subject, but to me, I don't like protesters, period, in any shape or form, even if I agree with what they're doing, okay? Never have, never will, because it doesn't do any good.
And just makes you look like a wacko.
A wacko, exactly.
I mean, just like the protesters on Cassini, New Horizons, and I think Curiosity, all because they had a nuclear part of the spacecraft, the radiothermal, radioelectric, no, radiothermal radioisotope, someone that actually could generate or RTG that powers the spacecraft. I mean,
And they were using nuclear for that.
yeah, I mean because due to like the heat of the red hot plutonium pellet that's inside the radiothermal inside the RTG, it it's nuclear and well, I mean because it's irradiating heat, it powers the spacecraft. I mean well, stuff like if there was ever like a launch failure, I mean the RTG, it has protective casing. It's definitely going to survive a plunge into the Atlantic. So I mean,
So it's not an issue as far as spreading nuclear waste or anything.
yeah, radiation.
Right, right. Okay, well that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, so plus I mean like, well, I mean, solar panels at Mars where Curiosity is currently at, it is obviously permanently possible, but things as far out as as the our solar system, for example, Saturn and Pluto,
Right.
solar panels, you're definitely going to need a lot of solar panels. So
Right. They need to have another way of making power.
yeah.
Right. All right. Well, see, there you go. Eddie's very much into space, and he knows everything that's going on with the space program. And he's talking about obviously the nuclear devices which is being used to power the rockets and everything like that.
Well, not the rockets, but
Oh, not the rockets?
not the rockets, but the spacecraft.
The spacecraft, okay. They're using nuclear power to power the spacecraft for these long distance journeys that they're planning on doing, because the farther away you get from the sun, obviously the less power you're going to produce from solar. So that was very interesting, Eddie. Thank you for sharing that.
Now that I think about it, why don't we just buy a radioactive thermoelectric generator?
Well, we're not going to have radioactive stuff up here. We're just going to go ahead and use the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to stay more green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus, well, I mean, although plus the RTG would definitely create a lot of excess heat.
Right. And that would only help in the wintertime, but not in the summer.
Right.
Okay. Well, this definitely got off topic. So anyway, you know, in my opinion, protesters, even if you agree with what they're doing, it doesn't do any good. All it does is cause trouble. You end up bringing negative attention to yourselves and the people that are doing it as well.
And well, they're still going to do the thing. I mean, so it's
they're still going to do whatever they want to do, right? The government is going to do whatever it wants to do. So anyway, I'm not a big believer in rising up, trying to overthrow the government, because regardless of this government or another government, you're always going to have some kind of governmental situation to regulate things. But unfortunately, I think this government has gotten way out of control, and we're being taxed to death, and the money's being, in my opinion, pissed away. So, you know, and we're continuing to borrow, and, you know, we're wasting this money on giving it to other countries instead of taking care of our own. And also, now like with these Syrian refugees that they're allowing into the country, who says that we have to set them up for basically life and give them free health insurance and free education and housing and the whole 9 yards? Let's take care of our own people in this country first before we worry about some refugees.
And well, and they should go through all the hardships that Americans go through.
They should go through the hardships that Americans go through.
I mean,
right.
like, I mean, well, just because you're Syrian or Arab, heck, even if you're from an African country such as Namibia, you should still go through as much hardships as a normal
American if you want to be in this country.
because well, I mean,
All right, we gotta cut this off, Eddie. I know I've actually enjoyed having you sit down with me and have this discussion with me and basically take it over. Leave it.
Also,
Leave it, I said.
Buddy's sleeping over there.
I know, I'll show them in a second.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, so we're going to end this conversation. So I guess this has been the Dad and Eddie chat. So it definitely turned the whole thing around. But let me just show you guys. I was working today a little bit, just trying to organize some stuff over here on the shelving unit, getting things cleaned up and put away. And there's Buddy down there sleeping on the lower shelf. But what I did, I wanted to show you what I just picked up recently. Picked up a couple more thermometers. Just because being a nurse and prepping, it's always about adding more stuff to what you have already. Oh, so I was going to show you outside real quick before we cut this off. So let's go outside. And it's snowing out here. Just a light snow. We've had a couple. We've had a couple of inches, and Eddie's been basically very diligently cleaning off the solar panels. That's his new job. But I actually enjoyed that. I'm sorry that the topic got off course, but when Eddie starts talking, I let him talk. So, all right, guys, we're up here. Oh, here we go. It's gonna go clean off the panels again. Yeah, he's very diligent on that. All right, so I'm gonna go back in here before I freeze to death, and you know, so things are coming together, guys. They really are. All right, I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse went out for now.